Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on AWS CodePipeline. So in this demo, we'll create an S3 bucket for deployment. We'll enable static website hosting on the S3 bucket. We'll create a GitHub repository. We'll connect AWS to GitHub via code connections. We'll build the CodePipeline pipeline. We'll review and launch. Then we'll test continuous deployment. And finally, we'll clean up all the resources. So this is a visual representation. We have CodePipeline pipeline in the middle. We have GitHub repository to store our source code. We will create a code connection to connect our GitHub repository with CodePipeline pipeline. This will deploy all the artifacts to S3 bucket. We have enabled static website hosting so that we can view the web page. We'll review and launch, and we'll also test continuous deployment by making a change over here, and it should get automatically deployed. So step 1, create an S3 bucket. So I'll copy the bucket name. I have logged into AWS console home. I am working in North Virginia, US East 1 region. So you can search for S3 or click on S3 and click on create bucket. So I paste the bucket name. Next, make sure you select unselect this one, block all public access, because we will enable the static website hosting. So just acknowledge and scroll down and click on create bucket. So this will create the bucket. So next we have to enable the static website hosting. So for this, once the bucket is created, click on the bucket name, go to the properties, scroll down, and you will see static website hosting and click on edit. Make sure you enable it, and after that you can add which file will be serving as the home page and which file will be the error page, and these are the default settings, and you can save changes. Next we have to add a bucket policy, and for this we'll add this bucket policy. In this, just change the name to the bucket name. So in case somebody has already taken this name, you just put some random number at the end. So I copied the bucket policy and go to the permissions. Under the section bucket policy, click on edit, paste the bucket policy, and here you can select the whole bucket ARN and paste. Make sure you add slash and star. This is important. And scroll down and save changes. Okay, so we have successfully edited bucket policy. Next, we'll create a GitHub repository. So I'll copy the repository name. I have logged into my GitHub account. Create repository. I'll paste the bucket repository name and just make it public. And you can just keep all the default settings and click on create repository. So the repository gets created, and once you see this particular page, there is a link creating a new file. Just make sure you select and click this link, and now we'll add our files directly to the repository. So first I will add index.html. So I can paste over here, and I'll take the contents of the index.html and paste it over here and commit changes. So this is our first file. Next we'll add a error.html. So you will come here and you can click on add file button, create new file, provide the file name, take the contents, copy the contents, paste it, commit changes, commit directly, and we have one more file, style.css. Add file, create new file, paste the file name, take the contents, paste, and commit changes. So this will create our website with 3 files. And next we'll create a GitHub connection. So for this, go to the AWS, search for CodePipeline. I will open this in a new tab, and this is the connection name. So I'll copy the connection name. So this is the source. So code commit. So we are, instead of code commit, we are using GitHub. We have code artifact, which I have already covered in a separate lecture. Then we have build, to build basically the projects which, like, let's say Java project and all, or Node.js project. You have some build stage, and this is deploy, to deploy to your EC2 machines and all, and CodePipeline to build a complete end-to-end pipeline. And under settings, we'll go to the connections. So this is basically, this connection will be used to connect to our GitHub repository. So here I have one connection from my previous lecture. I'll just delete it. I'll recreate it from the beginning. So now I will click on create connection. So you have to say GitHub, provide the connection name. So this is a connection name. So I'll take the connection name once again and connect to GitHub. So this will open a pop-up where you have to authorize AWS so that it can, so you will get a screen like this, and you have to make sure you select install a new app. And here I have to enter the password. And now you will get this AWS connector for GitHub, and you can say all repositories and click on. So first you can say uninstall. This is the old and I will try to redo it. So I go to the CodePipeline and copy the connection name, my GitHub connection, settings, connections, create connection, GitHub, connect to GitHub, and install a new app, and just say install and authorize. And you will see some app ID, and you can click on connect. So this has created a connection successfully. Okay, next step is to, so we have done the installation and authorization. Then next we'll create a pipeline. So on the same screen, I'll just expand it, and under pipelines, I'll open this also in a new tab so that I can keep track of all the objects that I'm creating. Create pipeline. So there are a couple of options. You have deployment. So these are predefined templates like push to ECR, deploy to ECS Fargate, deploy to CloudFormation, Terraform, deploy to AWS. And continuous integration, you have CI build Gradle, CI build Node.js, Maven, Python, Reflect Test. And automation, you have scheduled Python build pipeline, Gradle build pipeline, Node.js build pipeline, and Maven build pipeline. But we will do a custom pipeline. Click on next. Paste the pipeline name and default queue setting, queued, and role name. We will create a new role. So just say select new service role. It will just assign a name. And under advanced setting, the default settings you can keep, and click on next. Next, you have to choose where the source is. So you can say GitHub and select the GitHub connection, and you will see it's automatically fetching the repository for you. So I can just select like this, and main, there's only one branch in that. And this one is the default output artifact format, and click on. So here, start your pipeline on push and pull request. So this is automatically selected, default option. So click on next. Next, build stage. So we are not doing any build because this is index and CSS file. There is no build stage. in Java and all, you will have some build stage. So I'll say skip build stage. I can say skip test stage as well, but we'll do the deploy stage. So we have done all these settings, and webhook events build stage we have skipped. And for the deploy stage, we'll say where you want to deploy. So deploy provider. So these are all the deployment providers where you can deploy your source code. So I'll say S3, and input artifacts. So source, because it's coming from source, and the bucket. So I can say it has automatically fetched the bucket name. And deployment path is optional, and make sure you select this extract file before deploy. Otherwise it will, because the file will be zipped, so it has to unzip it. So that's why you have to say extract file before deploy, and you can keep the automatic rollback on stage failure. And you can click on next, and you can review all the settings. So pipeline name, queued, all the settings are there. And you can click on create pipeline. So this will, as soon as it gets created, it will immediately trigger the pipeline, and it will start deploying, taking your code from GitHub and deploying it to S3. And if it gets deployed successfully, then we will be able to see the static website that will be consisting of index.html, our style JS file. So you can see it has successfully deployed. So it's all green. And what I can do now is I can go to the S3 bucket, and under properties, so there is a bucket website endpoint. You can just click directly. It will open in a new tab. So you can see welcome to my website, and this site was deployed automatically using CodePipeline. So this was the code in the HTML file. So we have done the verification successfully. Next, we will make a change. So we'll modify the index.html and we'll make a change. We'll just say version 2.0, and this should get automatically deployed via the CodePipeline. So I'll copy this small text and go to the GitHub repo and click on index.html. Click on this edit this file pencil icon, and I will put the new version 2.0 and commit changes, update directly. So this gets pushed, and now we will go to the our pipeline. You can see immediately it got triggered, right? In progress. Source. This is just now. So this icon has changed. It has like blue circle. So it is now picking up all the changes. So it will pick up all the changes, unzip the the directory. So it will extract 3 files, and it will start doing the deployment. So deployment also is successful. So you can see source update index.html. So if I come to the screen where static website is enabled, so you can see version 2.0 updated via CI/CD. So we have successfully tested the continuous deployment also and verified it. So lastly, we'll just clean up all the resources. So first we will delete the pipeline. So I go to the pipeline here, and I can click on pipelines, select this, and click on delete pipeline. So the pipeline is deleted, and next I will delete the connection. So GitHub connection. So come to connections and select the connection and click on delete. This will delete the connection also. And you can delete the pipeline role also. So that will have CodePipeline in the name. So I can go to the IAM. and click on rows, pipeline. So this was the role it created before. So I can click on delete. I just have to take the copy paste the whole name. Okay, so this will delete the role. And next we can delete the GitHub repository because we don't need, or I don't need anymore. So I can click on settings, go down and delete this repository and copy paste the name of the repository. Okay, so this got deleted. Next we'll empty the S3 bucket, and so there are two buckets. One is for in-house, like for its own purpose, and this is the one which is for the deployment. So I can say empty and empty the bucket. Then exit, then select the bucket again and click on delete. Copy paste the bucket name and do the same for the other also. Click on exit and finally select the bucket and click on delete. So now we have deleted the two buckets. And that's all. Thanks for watching.